Hi everyone, this is Tracy Newman from the Navigators Tarot, where you can find me on Instagram and Sleepy Wisdom on YouTube. We'll see what's going on with the feminine energies this week. Where's the feminine at? Oh, lovely, beautiful, lovely self-loving energies. You know, the feminine has really embodied the energies of self-love and self-nurturing, I have found just recently. Wonderful energies of love, unconditional love, and happiness, but not happiness. It's kind of like a peaceful type of feeling that's within the feminine at the moment. Beautiful sun energies. Look at this. See, that is absolute happiness. It's also a masculine card, but it represents the masculine. But at this point in time, it's kind of like for the feminine, it's about happiness, joy, love, and also forward-moving energies. You know, like really those surges from the sun are actually really hitting us now and really moving us forward. Then we have the Three of Fire, which is about pretty much those Three of Wand energies moving forward, but sort of contemplating on how we actually are going to be moving forward. Woo! Planning, really planning how we're going to be moving forward. Messages of Fire and the Magician, beautiful Magician energies. So there's all these, we've got the Ten of Fire as well, which is coming to the end of a cycle for the feminine. So literally moving into a greater sense of self, greater sense of unconditional love, and a greater sense of personal spiritual growth for the feminine. We have the Magician. She's actually the magician of her own life. She can literally manifest anything she desires pretty much at this point in time. There is conflict energies here, but I feel like it's more about just, you know, some of the older kind of aspects of self that we need to let go of pretty much. And some of us are having like a bit of a conflict as to just how we go about releasing and purging out any of these old dense energies that need to be literally moved through our physiological bodies and our emotional bodies as well. So we must have patience with ourselves while we're going through a lot of this. I mean, yes, we're moving into greater times, greater happiness, greater amount of light that is coming onto the planet. Also from within, we are feeling a lot more unconditional love, a lot more grounded and a lot more peaceful within. But sometimes there are these energies that can come up which can cause a bit of friction, and they literally are just the epitome of the old that must be removed through going within and finding the wound, that the deep, deep wound that is preventing us from completely moving forward into these sun energies. So there'll be something that will come up that will just kind of may trigger you to and may cause friction, but it will be something that needs to actually be, and it could well be it could be anything that triggers you, that you may have to go within and find the root cause of what has reacted to the external circumstance that has triggered the response from within, the emotional response from within. So the best thing to do is to go within and to do whatever healing remains for the release of the emotional wound, the root cause of that emotional wound, so that we can move forward. Oh, I hope that makes sense. Anyway, but that's what I'm getting. You know, for the feminine, sometimes because we are in these lovely, contemplative, beautiful, nurturing energies, when something does come up to really disrupt our peace, it can be quite discombobulating and a little bit kind of, you know, confusing, and can throw us for a loop. So when we are triggered, if ever we are triggered, it's always a good idea to not come out of where you are, but to go within and to find that root cause of where that wound is coming from, and then do the work to release it. Because at this time now, the feminine is literally, she is the peace. She is the only thing that the masculine can see at this time to move forward. So for the feminine, it's literally about removing any of these denser energies that come up and any of these wounds that come up and that are being triggered by external events. It's interesting because that's pretty much what's going on the earth plane as well. Funny. So when I talk about feminine energies and masculine energies, I literally am talking about the energies, not the gender. So do not be confused by any of that. We all have masculine and feminine energies within, and we work with both. Sometimes, we're always trying to balance it out, but, sometimes we are either masculine or feminine. I'm going to work. I'll be slipping into my masculine. Do not worry. But when I come home, I move into my feminine as much as I possibly can. The feminine can be quite distracted at this time as well and may not. And so that's when the triggers will come up, because while she is distracted and trying to stay in these lovely, beautiful, nurturing energies, the distraction will come in and try and drag her out of those lovely, peaceful energies and those beautiful light energies. But it's about, once you actually release a lot of the darker energies and a lot of the wounded energies that are trying to come through and to be healed, we move into a greater sense of unconditional love. So we are moving into a greater aspect of those energies. This Queen of Air has a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. She's very cutthroat. She knows exactly what it is that she wants, and she's very precise. So when these energies do come up, if a trigger does come up, you must be very, very cutthroat, very precise in not allowing it to take a hold, to go within and to find the root cause and heal it. Yeah, so that's the energies that I'm getting for the feminine this week. A lot of us are going through a greater sense of finding the spiritual aspect of self, finding a connection to source and all that is. So we have the Three of Earth and we have the World card. So yes, coming to the end of a cycle for a lot of the feminines, but moving into a lot of these air energies, as I said, being very precise about removing what no longer is required in our physiological being or in our emotional life either. It's time to remove it. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Stay in peace, stay in love, and stay grounded, and I shall see you again next week. Bye for now.